Hello, and welcome back to Breath of Fire 3. Today, we are entering the final dungeon. And we will try to get through it. And these are what the guys say after we enter the final dungeon. We entered it last time just to do some inventory and stuff. So let's enter Kairzon, I believe it's pronounced? Kairzon? I don't know. Just looking around the area, a empty town minus those two robot soldiers. An electronic lock here. We are ready to take on the final dungeon, but we have to figure out the mystery of how the hell do we get in the final dungeon. No random encounters out here, that's nice at least. Needless to say, the random encounters here are pretty hard. Or they're the hardest in the game. Well, that's obvious. There's no special area, minus Berserker and Archmage, but let's walk around here and explore the area a little. Kinda adds some scenery that this was an inhabited city at one point. But where did everybody go? That's a good question. And of course, we have to steal everything, even from people that aren't here anymore. That's great. Alright. Well, that looks interesting. It looks just like honey! Right. That's odd. Continuing on. Ah, there's a chest there. But this floor... What's with this floor? Oh man, what the hell? Okay. Fake enthusiasm spawned. Let us go turn off the lights. Thank you, electronic instruction panel. There were lasers there. That's what we were getting hit by. Damn it, Ryu, get out of the lasers. These lasers actually do quite a lot of environmental damage. Not as much as the lava, but here's a puzzle. Follow the laser. The one time in the game where the walk command is actually useful. Yeah, we can get down there if we need to. That's cool. But what's in here? Computers. This is certainly a very advanced technology station. Technology civilization, I mean. Alright, so we disengaged the lock that we saw earlier. Let's head back there. Thank you for putting the shortcut in. The gates have been opened. Let us continue onwards. To the vending machines! That red text is certainly a little bit foreboding. You know, Ray is like the sole commentator for this. Usually games that use a sole commentator to explain everything get kind of annoying. Also, loud beeping noise. But Ray is not that annoying. Of course, we would have two people who could do some exposition, but we only have... We have a mute and a onion, so... Who apparently can't talk. Well, minus making pursue noises. Alright. We appear to be high in the sky, with a sky blue undersurface encompassing this area. Alright, we're... Oh! A random encounter. Yep, they start here. So, we're at Karzan. Actually, it changes its name. This area has multiple names. That first area was Karzan. Here's an adept. They're like the codgers from earlier, just higher level. Anyway, this place is called Maria Station. Okay, and we are in the workers area of Maria Station. Okay, let's do a breaker check, whatever that means. Gas shells, those are items for, that's a weapon for Momo. That's cool. Let's look at more of the enemies. A nightmare! Well, that's just a vampire. I don't really see how a nightmare really equates to that. Because most games that have a character called Nightmare are usually knights who are on a mare. Wordplay. Wordplay indeed. Nothing over here. Unless... assholes! Hiding things. A bonus +1 to HP? That's ridiculous. Imagine if I missed that, I would have had to go all the way back through the dungeon to get it. Armor. Can you guess what their, quirk is? If you guessed high defense, you would be right! Look at that damage. They also have Frost Strike, which will put your characters to sleep if they're not immune to this status effect stuff. But Pico is... Onion Charge! Damage. Also, Armor's armor gets cracked after a little while, and you can do regular damage to it. That's cool. Also, level up. I believe I put Ryu and Ray under Layden. So, Layden. So, for this final dungeon they can get some decent stat boosts. And... I don't really see the point of this puzzle. They could have just had the lift down here or up there. Really didn't need to have a switch there. That was a really hard puzzle. Also, I was wondering why the hell I was heading over there. Anyway. Cool. Wisdom fruit. Oh boy, yes, we are certainly very high in the sky. We can't even see below us. We are above the clouds. Deathbot? I wonder what he causes. He probably makes delicious custard pie. But that is just my hypothesis. Talking experience, armoring weapons. I mean, all right. Onto the workers area, even more. I thought that was where we were. Oh, right back here. Just a small fence that we couldn't cross over. That's certainly not an insurmountable waist-high fence compared to that the whole desert thing. Ah, that pisses me off still. I really hate the desert. Also fighting. But we've seen those enemies already. That's cool. Hey, this area looks different. Let's open up the auto locks. Yay, we can get out again if we want to. A shortcut. If we need to go out and, I don't know, level up or something. Also, the train is not taking tickets, but now it is. Those things just remind me of the ticket checkers at train stations. Anyway. We don't have any card keys, but apparently that is going to be the whole thing with this dungeon, is to get card keys so we can get farther in the dungeon. Oh well, let's try to get our first card key. Also, lots of cabinets and lockers. Smells like, I don't know, money, something. Alright. Pico, you really don't need any more sleep. Unfortunately. Yeah, if you push the wrong button, it'll just do that stuff. Anyway, we don't need a new party member right now. Later we will. Because we're forced to use another party member. Can you guess who? Well, we don't have to use her now, not for this part. But for the next part, we are forced to use her for just one thing and one thing only. But let's continue on. If you can tell, there are pathways marked by the color of panels. Those are different areas of this place. The orange one leads to the laboratory, and this is the only one that we have access to right now. Also, new enemies in certain parts of the dungeon. Here are the hoppers. They're a lot like the sleepies from the tidal caves. That's pretty much all there's about them. I think they have like air raid, and that's the only difference. Other than obviously being stronger. You know, that pisses me off when you can't walk on things like this. Like in airports, why can't you walk up escalators? I mean, seriously. Or in malls, but the malls in this area don't have a second floor, so... Anyways. So there are healing rooms all over this place, and that will get rid of any death penalty and do a full heal, which is nice. We could go back to that room and keep doing it, but, well, I guess they decided we kind of needed one of these. I don't think we did, but hey. Whatever. Red drakes, they have breath attacks. They're a lot like the enemies from the tidal caves. I forgot what the names of those ones were. Spikers, I think. Something like that. Also, instant kill. He had 55 HP left, and we got an instant kill. Okay. Kind of a waste, but hey, at least you got to see what that does. Also, I don't believe anybody can wear this. Yep. Might as well just optimize everybody. Holy Robe, I guess that's something for Nina and Momo. Oh well. Now we could go down there, but we don't have to. We can go in here, or we could not. There's an electric floor there. We need to solve a puzzle involving that in just a second. But we should probably see why we need to solve the puzzle first. So let's continue on after we fight this newt. The newt is a lot like those lizard men, except for they have a lot higher defense and reprise less. And other than that, they're pointless. Again, enemies that aren't very difficult. That air raid did kind of hurt, though. Not as much as a volcano enemy air raiding view, though. Another door. Very highly technological area. Cutscene. So, we need to go get that key card that's in front of that... Okay, body of a snake. It has wing... it's a chimera of some sort. And, also, stealing items. As usual. Hey, we were raised to do this. You can't blame us for stealing items from everything. From blowing people up and getting 3 zenny out of them. Anyway, clones, they're, really weak. And I've never had any problems with them. Also, another air raid. Well, it seems like the hoppers don't really focus on the person in front who has a higher chance of being attacked. Only focuses on the people in back. I'm pretty sure there are some enemies that specifically target people in the back. I don't know for sure, though. You know what? I have my internet. I have Firefox open. Let's clone. Okay, clone. Weakest enemy. Oh. Nope. Not seeing anything with that. Also, here's the puzzle. If you can figure it out, go for it. It took me a lot of trial and error, and I actually mess up and realize I messed up. There are a lot of pluses and minuses. These correlate to what charges that will be sent through that electrical field, and we need to make a path through it. And, I guess if you can... So, see, there's 3 panels, the other switches in that room right there. You need to get these to correlate to make a path through it. Path through the electric field. I realized I messed up here. Because that won't turn out to be anything. It won't turn out to have a path. So it shifts the negative charges and the positive charges one to the right or one to the left, whichever way you go. There are 3 panels, this is the middle one that we're controlling right now. I think after this one we can see exactly what we're doing here. We need to get these to balance out a little. Also, you see a path right there. We can walk through that. But I might as well just go tinker with the other panel really quickly. Not a hard puzzle, but I mean, yeah, if you have trouble with it, you can just tinker with this until you make a path through it. See, this third panel has a lot of positive charges compared to negative ones. And there's a good path through it. So let's enter that electrical field right here. We can read it and it'll give us caution. Who the hell would design something like this? Oh, is it maybe supposed to keep the monster out? Well, these glass windows probably aren't helping that much in any way. Anyway. Platform we rode down, that's cool. Ice drakes. They're a lot like the fire drakes. Ah. Okay, let's find the lizard. Ah, okay. I see. So the lizards and the clones and the lizard men... Okay, I don't know about the lizard men, but the lizards and the clones actually do focus not on the people in the back, but the people with the lowest HP. So, So I guess that's some interesting note that I didn't know about. I wish I knew about it when playing, but oh well. Alright, just heading through here. But before we go in there, let's grab an item that we probably don't need. An ivory dice. We never use these. But it's there. And chests. Chests are certainly a good incentive for doing anything that I've learned from RPGs. Although notice in real life, chests in real life usually have nothing important in them. Slicer. That's actually a decent weapon for Ray, I think. I think he can wear it. Yep. Decent weapon for Ray. You can get a better one later, but we won't be doing this in that playthrough. I'll show where to get it later. Meet the first boss of this area, of Maria Station. The first of many, surprisingly. There are tons of bosses in this place. You'll see what I mean later. So... yeah, this guy has, he's pretty strong. He's not terribly hard, but can put up a fight if you come up, if you underestimate him or are not prepared to deal with him. Although you had plenty of foreshadowing, I mean, it was kind of obvious that you would fight him, right? You turn the sleeping gas off, you have to go into the room to get a frickin' thing. He's standing on top of a platform. Kind of obvious, isn't it? So this thing has quite a lot of HP, about 7,500 or something. 2,500 more than the Elder, so... We are a lot stronger after going through the desert, though. That kind of forced us to get some levels. Plus, we can actually go into dragon form. Typical boss stuff, just buffing up. Also, he has Paralyze, which we haven't seen yet in this game. It's a status effect that will stop your character from doing anything. At all. He doesn't get a turn. It's quite a rare status effect in this game. Not many enemies have it until you get to this dungeon. I don't think any enemies have it until you get to this dungeon. Or maybe it's just rare, or some enemy that doesn't use it much. So, if everybody gets paralyzed, you can lose the battle. It's kind of like Petrify in other games, where if everybody gets petrified or turned to stone, obviously, they lose, instant lose. I don't think... I've never had everybody get paralyzed, though, so I might be wrong in saying that it will cause an instant game over once everybody gets paralyzed. But, I mean, nobody can do any moves after that, so either way, you're going to die. So let's turn into a dragon. Let's use our Infinity Gene, the one that will destroy the world. And let's make a decent form, I guess. Just pick one, Diff. Seriously. Damn it, Diff. You're pissing me off. Thank you. Not that hard. So let's go all out, almost. I don't think I'll go completely all out. Here's a new dragon form, Kaiser! This is the strongest dragon form in the game. Look at its form. Just gives Ryu different colored clothing and hair. That's cool. Also, Ryu goes berserk, and he can't be controlled. This is what happens when you use this combination, so... Does give incredible boosts to pretty much everything. Costs a lot of AP to use, though, and a lot of AP deprivation after each round. Alright. And we are just burning through his HP, hoping that Ryu doesn't attack Ray or Pico, because he would kill them in one hit. Probably. I'm pretty sure he would kill Pico in one hit. And ouch, that hurt. But did no damage to Ray. I think he has some fire armor on or something. I don't know. I forgot what I put on him. But we're burning about 2,000 HP each round because both Ray and Ryu have extra turns, so... Pico is the only one in control here, as usual. Because Pico is just the god of all mankind, really. Also, that's not good! You paralyzed our only sane character. Thankfully, once Ryu ran out of AP, he was able to get back into his regular form. And that's the end of the battle. Also, another thankfully thing, Paralyzed goes away after battle, and the person affected at the end of the battle still gets experience. That would be pissing me off if we didn't. Pissing me off. Everything pisses me off. Okay, so we got a key card that apparently doesn't look very important. Damn. It seems like somebody is playing with us. Also, there was a platform underneath that enemy, but I forgot to use it, so let's go back there. I should have cut this part out because this is just a lot of riding the lift and it's not very fun. Oh well. I guess I was getting lazy because it is the end of the game. But that's not really much of an excuse. I'm sorry, everybody. I let you down. That's actually Editor Dith's fault, not mine. I'm Commentator Dith. Bone Break. Good skill. Can only use it once every time you rest up, though. This is why you need to come down here, is to get those HE shells. You're forced to use Momo for this next point. Also, if you're not using Ray, you can't get these chests. He needs to pick the lock. 3 things here, a giant shield, a dragon shield, and a dragon helm. Very good items for Ryu. Ryu is the only one who can use the dragon stuff. And nobody else can use the giant shield besides Gar, I think. So, I think it's a really good item for Gar, but let's fast forward all the way back out of here. A lot of this is just going to be backtracking through all this shit. As I said though, that card key wasn't very important. Is somebody playing with us by putting a card key in a room like that? Also, full heal. Nice. Alright, we are back here. But let's go back. Let's backtrack even more. Oh, wait. Let's go over here. We can't. Ah, we got a keycard though. That's the wrong keycard. Damn. Also, level up from beating an armor, I think that was there. Oh well. Let's head back. It doesn't look like we can get any further. It looks like we are out of luck. Oh wait, a level B card? Okay, this unlocked this room, that's great. Also, what's with the massive amounts of honey in here? The Demon's Bane. Okay. It looks just like honey! We don't have Momo with us, though. Well, not on screen. Anyway. Cool, so we got a sword called Demon's Bane. This is another weapon that only Ryu can wear. It's actually a decent weapon, but we got the royal sword, so yeah, not that useful. So let's switch Momo out for Ray. or Ray out for Momo. And look at that amount of health. This is terrible, Momo. But she has some decent defense and power now because she has a bunch of good stuff on her, even though she really shouldn't be wearing that stuff at her level. In other words, she should be higher level. But anyway. We are stuck. Well, let's check out the green path. It doesn't look like there's anywhere else to go. No, this place is open. Also, escalators. Walk up them! Damn it. Oh, cool, another healing room. We totally need it. Needed it. Alright, a machine here of some sort. New enemies in this area. We are now in, the garden, I believe it's called. I forgot. Oh. It's a garden, alright. Making references to a biblical one called the Garden of Eden, if you've heard of it. This place is actually called Eden, so... But this is going to be an episode. Join me next time where we will take on Eden. Later, guys. Also, we're going to be able to switch Momo out now, which is good. That's all we needed her for. Later!